Welcome to a new episode on mind and health. Once, a young boy, 26-year-old student, walked into our clinic. His face was showing visible signs of pain. He was suffering from migraine, a variety of migraine which would give him continuous pain in the head. And in spite of heavy painkillers, he would not get 100% relief. This affected his daily routine. This affected his quality of life. He had consulted the best of doctors, neurologists, psychiatrists. He even went through psychotherapy, but the results were elusive. He was desperate to find a cure because his chronic pain had made him suicidal. Everybody was worried. His family was worried. His friends were worried. What can a doctor do in such a situation? Hi, I'm Dr. Mayank Shah from Freedom Clinics, where we help manage chronic illnesses naturally, safely, and without side effects. Our objective is to heal the root cause of the illness and to ensure that our patients live life without lifelong dependency on drugs. We have been continuously focusing on the role of the human mind on the body, on health, illness, etc. The mind plays an important role in your performances, your successes, and failures also. And everything contributes to your overall wellness. This boy was suffering and he was desperate to find out why he was not able to heal his illness. Why would the painkillers not work? Why was he in continuous agony? Our mind is mysterious, and it is very important that we understand how the mind functions. Nowadays, mental health workers talk about the different causes of mind disharmony. They talk about chronic unresolved stress. They talk about unprocessed emotional trauma. They talk about limiting core beliefs. They also talk about interpersonal patterns, cultural and family influences, etc., etc. While these also contribute to some extent, they are not the fundamental causes of psychosomatic disturbances. What needs to be understood? How does the mind program itself? We need to understand that the emotions themselves are just responses to the program. They are not the causes of your problem. So when there is anger, when there is anxiety, those are symptoms of some deep rooted phenomena. At Freedom Clinics, we have worked on this mind enigma. We have dived deep into ancient concepts, spiritual and philosophical rules of living, and also some modern psychological aspects. What we have found is that the mind and the psyche stands on some foundational pillars, and based on those pillars, it goes into its auto programming. Once the mind is programmed, it influences your hormonal system, it influences your autonomic nervous system, it causes and triggers inflammatory processes, and it also triggers toxic substances in the body. This phenomena becomes the root of a chronic illness. So this particular boy with migraine, when we invited him for a mind therapy, which he consented, we found out that his father was continuously pressurizing him to perform, and he would scold him, he would abuse him if he failed in his academics. The boy had a lot of resentment about this behavior of his father, and this reaction spread across all authoritative figures. Even when in school and college, if some teacher, professor would reprimand him, he would react to everything that was trying to control him. And as a result of this resentment, of this suppressed anger, he manifested migraines. We went deeper. Why was this boy not able to react or cope up or counter his father's behavior? That was the core question. So it is not always necessary that we resolve anger. We also have to facilitate some inner virtues that help him counter such events, such pressurizing concepts that he was not able to handle. And when he completed his training, not only was he able to get rid of his headaches, but he was able to stand up to criticism. He was able to know what was good for him, and he freed himself from his outward influences. It is more than 10 years. This boy is still free from migraine. At Freedom Clinics, we give a lot of emphasis to mind treatment, to mind health, to mind conditioning. That is what mind therapy is all about. Mind therapy emphasizes on connecting to conscious states, different levels of awareness. It also connects to life energies, what is known as pranic energies. And it also connects to universal energies, to nature. These are some unique features that we use in mind therapy. And the results are extraordinary. Medicine start working when the mind is receptive. You start healing when the mind is in harmony. Please keep that in mind. Thank you.
If you find this video useful, please share, please subscribe, please like our channel so that others can also benefit from this information.
You can check out all the other videos that have already been posted. Thank you.